another episode of NerdRant on Dr. Summer and Steph with my co-host.
Stuffed animal.
Really made me drag that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
More. I'm JJ,
guys,
Junior Wolf. This
what's
is
surprise?
NerdRant.
We're back on Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Yeah, it's NerdRant.
Big shock.
Nothing happened. We're going to talk about a quick update. And then maybe something did happen, but we're going to talk about this update first.
Yeah.
So there was an update. JJ, what was the update that actually already started?
The update was a season.
No. But literally what I just said that we're going to talk about first.
Well, that's not an update. That's a change.
That a change is an update.
Is it?
Not a downloadable update. It's a change. Change your updates to the game.
I mean,
Updated
by
system.
definition, the season is the update. And there are changes within the update.
But this was announced before that. Which is the
Okay, so the announcement.
Anyway, guys, leveling changed. So,
Yep.
leveling changed for all the other modes with Festival. About to say Rocket Racing.
No.
Lego and Fortnite. Rocket Racing doesn't have one. Lego and Festival. That's it. Those are the only passes. And pretty much what it's going through is it would also change BR. So Festival's already started with the start of this season, and then at the start of Chapter 6, we'll get the Lego Pass, and BR will change slightly, but pretty much what happens is the Festival points are gone, the music notes are gone, and it all gives XP, which so means if I play that, I level up through XP, but that's directly XP. That's not like Festival XP, it's just general XP, which means it'll level up my normal Battle Pass. So it's really easy. Did you look at the XP values for the quests? They're pretty good. There's a lot.
Yeah, there is quite a lot.
And I want to talk about one of them. We'll talk about that after. But then, so then this will also change, make BR a little bit easier, and then it'll completely be through on December 1st. Is that really it? I think that's it.
I think that's it. The rest will get their XP
Yeah,
leveling
it's just-
later.
Which I do want to say, I think we've talked about this before. I think this is a good change.
Yes. I think this is one of the
Except-
first things we asked for when the new modes came out. Is like,
Mhm.
just make it all XP.
I want to level up any mode. Yeah, I want to level up any mode. If I want to play Festival, level up my Battle Pass, I want to do that. You couldn't. Like, you could earn playtime XP. That's not enough to get to tier 200. However, there is one problem. It's already in, and I don't know about you, I completed my Music Pass.
Yeah, I'm on the last tier.
They might need to change the values, because it is too easy. Because I wonder, is it 80,000? Like, normal Battle Pass? Because if so, that makes sense, because all you need to get is level 11.
No, the Music Pass, I believe, is 120,000 per level.
Okay, that's still not that much.
Yeah.
Either they need to make the rates lower, or I don't want it to be like 200,000, but it got to be something, because now this let's get into this real quick, and then we'll get to the event and all the other stuff. So now it's Snoop Dogg. Talk about Snoop Dogg in a minute for Festival. And when does it end, JJ?
It ends January 13th.
2025. Gotta preface that we are currently 2 months from 2025, and it is ending after this. It's just a long time. And that's not that big of a deal. The problem is when it's not just me, when it is the general community has completed their pass in like 3-4 hours, like day 1, maybe day 2.
Yeah.
So we have all this time. I completed it. The only thing I want to talk about, unless is there anything you want to talk about Festival?
I don't think so.
We'll talk about the pass in a minute. I just want to talk about the one quest. Did you see the prestige quests?
I don't think so.
So they're new. So we had milestones. Milestones are milestones. Weekly, daily, Kickstarter. Now we have prestige quests, which are harder quests. So we have Festival, and there's battle quests for a lot of the student battle dailies. It's Streak of Nature, and it's stage 1 of 3, play a 25 note streak. Sharpshooter, get a note accuracy at least 60% in a song. And it's just extra XP, just like little check marks that you have to get. And I just think that just adds an extra little thing to grind for throughout the season. Think of it like the Call of Duty Mastery challenges. I just like it. Just adds more to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the event. There was an event, JJ.
There was an event in quotation marks.
Maybe, kinda.
I'd say I think event is the best way to put it, because it was not an in-game event. necessarily. It was more of an
True.
IRL event. So
Well, so we're over here playing. I'm chilling. We load into the game, and it was pretty cool, except for the shadows.
yeah.
Shadows
Looking
were a little
at the
busted.
shadows, they were a little pixely, kind of like we were on like low. What's the word? Low resolution for shadows. Like on PC, you can change that value.
I don't even know if
and it was on
would
like the lowest.
resolution make it that pixely. Like I feel like it'd be some other
No,
setting.
you,
Like
you
just
changed
general
like shadow quality. Like
It was
specific
really
shadow
bad.
quality was down. Everything else looked all right. It's just shadow quality.
And I really don't know why. That had to be a bug, right? Like I know you were saying they had to lower it so they can get everything else. That can't be it, right? Because what? Well, actually,
I would think
actually,
not,
no,
but
because shadow. A lot of people play with shadows off on PC for performance. So actually, it could have been. They just couldn't completely turn off shadows on consoles, so they just lowered the resolution. So that could be it.
I could see it.
Anyway, that's not super important. That was just funny. Then there was an event. There was a countdown, and then all of a sudden, played the trailer. We'll talk about the trailer in a minute, and then and then it started showing Times Square.
Can I say? I think the first time the trailer played, I think that was accidental, because it wasn't the entire trailer. It was like the first, like it ended on this shot with Ice Spice. That was where it cut off and it went back to black. There was no audio for that part of the trailer at all. And it started a couple seconds in, so I think they accidentally had the trailer play.
I think it was on purpose. I think they played the trailer, because remember, it would have cut out the beginning part with Snoop Dogg, and then it would have showed Ice Spice slightly, and I'm pretty sure shortly after there probably is when we started seeing the announcements. Because think about it, why would you show up? There's no announcements, why would you show up to Times Square? So that's probably when they're like, hey, tune into Times Square, Ice Spice is performing, Snoop Dogg's performing, and you kind of saw Ice Spice, you saw someone, you know there was someone at the beginning, well you didn't know, but they just didn't want to show it, and then they showed it's like, hey, here's the skins, they showed the skins in the background after the concert, so I think it
just
might have
felt
been
weird that it played one with no audio, and two, it wasn't the whole trailer.
It was weird, and they probably also didn't play audio because that was part of like the big reveal, like after. I don't know, the whole thing was really weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then out of nowhere, we tuned to Times Square. Fortnite is taken over it completely, like all the screen for Fortnite.
Yep.
And then Ice Spice played a song, and Snoop Dogg played a song.
Snoop Dogg played like 3 songs, I think.
Yeah, same thing. They played some music.
Yes. The numero 1 and the numero 3, same thing.
Well, just one was longer. What's the difference? I don't know. Because then what happened after?
They left?
Yeah, they left, and then we went back to normal. I'm still mad that we went from that to nothing. At least the music should, like the little riff beacon should have exploded, and then that led us into downtime or something. Like, this happened at 6:30. Downtime didn't start till 2 in the morning.
Or like even like have the rift butterfly that was a big part of the event open up a giant crack in the sky.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
they could have like done something.
That was our huge problem with the event, by the way, guys. I don't know if we alluded to that yet. That was the main problem we had, is like there was no reason that we're back into chapter 2 now. It's just like,
not just that.
We had a cool event. It was like a cool little concert, streamed Times Square. Like it was different. It was new, cool. Like not the best, but it was cool. But the main issue is that, okay, we're back in Chapter 2. At least when we went back to Chapter 1, there was a time machine, right? We had an excuse.
Now, it came out of nowhere.
There was nothing
I wasn't happy about it. It came out of nowhere, but it was a reason.
Yeah. And now it's just like, the servers went down and we're in Chapter 2. There's no excuse, no reason whatsoever. We're just here.
And the problem is, I saw a lot of people saying, hey, there's no story. Here's the problem. There's actually audio logs on the map of Chapter 2 with Hope. So, the story's still relevant somehow, some way.
Yeah. And I love how they didn't address, too, that the entire universe just randomly, like, switched. Like, you feel like they would have known and addressed that in the audio log. But no, she's just talking to her sister, just casually.
Did you get both? Because there was 2.
I just got the one with Hope. No, just the sister one.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which one, because I got the one that you guys grabbed, and I just got the second one. So there's at least 2. There might be more. Yeah, next one didn't really change anything. It's just really good. But let's finish the event. So then, I will say, though it wasn't my favorite event, and I don't think there's anything they could do. The quality when you went full screen was kind of bad. It was like 480p.
Yeah.
But the technological part of it, the story-wise, yeah, there was no story. But technologically, it was good. It was very advanced for what they were doing, trying to live stream, and because it was happening at that time. It wasn't pre-recorded. It literally was happening while we were watching, and they're able to put all the in-game transitions and the effects and stuff of the rift and the graffiti in the sky and everything while we were watching. Like Snoop Dogg put down a record and it happened in-game. That was cool. Because I really do want to appreciate the good stuff that they do, and technologically, they've done a lot of crazy stuff that no other game has done.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. I will be honest though, and I know this is, I wish they would have spent that time trying to line it up with the battle bus from a trailer.
Right?
Like, I'm sorry. I do not care if I'm watching Ice Spice and Snoop Dogg. We shouldn't from the bus.
We should have.
But yeah, is that it? Is that the event?
I think that's, pretty much it. We
By the
just
way,
segued back into the game that we were in.
Yeah. Afterwards, the towers and everything were there, but they're just holograms, but you couldn't fight in the middle still. So when we were playing, there's like one team left, and I couldn't shoot them. So it's just really bad. But anyway, now we're on chapter 2. Yay! Festival. Let's start with Festival real quick. The Battle Pass. What do you think of the Battle Pass? Think it's good? Bad?
It's not my favorite. You should know this. I'm not the hugest Snoop Dogg fan. I know like 3 or 4 of his songs, and he's all right, but like he's more before my generation. So
I think he's just iconic more than like a favorite artist. Like I don't actively listen to him.
Yeah,
it's
him
just,
as a person is more of
him.
an icon than him as an artist.
And
so
here's another thing: Call of Duty. He's actually been in like 4 different Call of Duties, so that's another reason why I know him. He was a sound bit in Ghosts. So like, just again, he's been around. Like, did you know he's in like FaZe or something?
Yeah, no, I've seen him float around the gaming space quite a bit.
That's why like I know him, because he's definitely one of the bigger artists that kind of relate to us versus other older artists from his time. Actually, how old is Snoop? I
think he's like, what, 50?
53.
40 or 50?
Yeah, so he's old.
Yeah.
Sorry, Snoop.
But no, the pass is cool. I like the cosmetics. His skin, the less cool of the two, definitely. But yeah, it's cool that he got a cell shaded version. I think. Yeah, pretty neat. But
it's cool.
The pass itself, it's very like hip hop themed, I'd say. And I'm not a huge hip hop person, but I appreciate like the Marshmallow edition. The chrome cosmetics are really cool.
Yeah. It's not the worst. I like it more than last, but like I just don't care for Festival in general. So but there is one other change we gotta talk about. It is now $1,400 instead of $1,800 for price. Yeah, which is good.
Still think it's a little high considering the 100 tier battle pass is $950, and this is supposed to be its own mode, and it has what, 11 rewards? Was it
11 tiers
and
free and
11 tiers, and it's like what, 1.5 times as expensive.
So wait, actually, I'm looking at the blog post. It's 160,000 per tier.
Bruh.
For XP. So I went by really fast, I guess. But anyway, yeah, nothing much about it. Let's just get that out of the way. So let's talk about the meat of the update, shall we? Let's just quickly start with competitive. That's not going to take too long. $1 million this season. How do you feel about that? For a month-long season, $1 million.
I mean, it's cool to see the bigger numbers thrown around. Like, that definitely makes it spread a lot more throughout the tournaments that they have going on.
There's like 4 a week or something crazy, too.
I kind of wish that they, had a longer span of time to stretch that out, make it more of like a longer event kind of thing. But, it is what it is, and I'm sure people are going to enjoy having tournaments in Chapter 2.
Yeah.
So
I will say, I think what would have been cool is if the last week, instead of getting all these stuff, we should have had a mini FNCS where, like, instead of winning like 2,000, you win like 10,000, which is still a lot. Don't get me wrong, just nothing crazy, like a full-on FNCS, and like had like a game on Sunday, Wednesday, and like the main tournament would be Friday or something, and like have a proper little mini thing, just like it used to be. I think that would have been. But Rank Cup is back, so you can get a cool umbrella. We'll talk about the umbrella in a minute. The only other thing that I'm kind of annoyed about is for competitive, Ranked has gone back to pubs with no siphon. Kind of annoying. I think when we go into next season, they will have decided, because the siphon trials are over, and I think now that that's over, they're going to decide during this season, and then we'll get to what siphon we will have into Chapter 6.
Yeah. So it's just at this point a waiting period until
it's kind of annoying that we
figure out
at least
where it's going to sit. Yeah.
But yeah, so let's get into the meat of it. Chapter 2 remix is a thing.
It is indeed a thing.
Where do you want to start? Because we have UI changes, we have gameplay changes, we have different modes.
Let's talk about the UI first, because that's the thing that has least to do with the actual season.
Good. It's not. It's actually bad. It's actually really bad. Because the music pass is now at the main top, always. It's really irritating.
Yeah, guys, the music pass tab is permanent in every mode.
So you can get all, and the problem is, if you go to Lego, it is all 3. You can see all 3 passes. So look right now. It's play, locker, shop, battle pass, music pass, quest, compete, career, then my V-Bucks. They should expand that a little bit more, because there's like a good spot between my V-Bucks and the end, and to space it out a little bit more. I also wouldn't mind if there's like a permanent bar, like kind of like the Battle Royale, like that whole thing, like something behind it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not... That's a small thing. But there is actually a really good change. What does that change for, Jinjay?
The locker change.
It's not what you guys think, by the way. It's not the locker... It's not the UI that we've been asking for. There is a lot of other problems. But there is a good change.
The UI itself is pretty much the same. Like, it all is visually pretty much the same. You can now scroll through the tabs easily. But... yeah, it looks almost practically the same. I'd say maybe they changed the order of a couple boxes, size of things, but yeah.
Emotes are changed. I don't know if you saw that if you go to your wheel, the emotes, so like it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, they changed it. So if you look at the order and then you open up your wheel, it is different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's fair.
But no, what's the big change that is a good change?
The big change is the loadouts. They brought back like actual big loadouts where you can save like your skin loadout, your wraps, your
emote pack,
I don't know, banner, and I guess you can add cars and instruments now to a loadout as well.
So it'll change everything.
Mm-hmm.
And how many do you have?
Currently, I have...
No, I mean total. Like
5 out of 200.
200. So I'm still confused how they used to work, because I have 133, and that's not how it's supposed to be. But also, if you guys were worried, also, can you have the other 100 and have 200 of the new ones? If I just kept all these, will it work?
Yes.
So
you can keep all of your... So the way they did it to not lose all of what you had saved before is each individual category has its own kind of loadouts. You can go to the category, and on console you press right trigger and load character, and then there's all of the characters with their back blings and gliders that you had saved before, and you can do that with cars and instruments as well. And then you load that, and then outside of that menu you save it as its own actual loadout.
Oh,
but yes, you can have I think it's 200 of that as well.
Dang!
Yeah, so I could have 200 characters saved, and then go and save 200 loadouts as on top of that.
And, well, theoretically, could you get 400 then?
I mean, theoretically, yes, but the characters themselves do not load cars or instruments or wraps.
No, I just
so
don't.
You'd have to go and load those
for the
on
main
their
people,
own.
Because again, the majority are playing VR, right? Like, I don't think there's going to be enough people that are really going to care that much to have 200 car loadouts. It's nice to have.
Yeah. The main downside would be the wraps, I think, and the like banners and loading
banners,
screens.
Like, I don't think too many people care about, because the UI for the banner hasn't changed yet. That's one thing that's still falling behind.
Yeah, it is.
Has it?
Yeah, it is. Have you looked at it?
I mean, no, I mean the fact that it's like, you can't search. There's no season.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean.
There's no new features, but the UI itself, it does match everything now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's just falling behind, and I'm waiting for it, because it's just a pain to change, because I can't find anything still. Like, I can't favorite a banner. That's
not to mention, it's annoying, at least on console for me, when I go in to customize my banner and then back out, my cursor disappears, so I have to switch tabs in order to keep going through my locker.
Yeah, so that's kind of still behind. But because I saved a loadout, I have a different skin, and I have my other 200. Because I think you can have 100 in BR, then 100 in Save the World, but now they're all... It's really weird. I'm confused. I don't know how it worked. Anyway, you have more now.
The long story short, you have a lot of slots for a lot of things now, so go ham and make yourself some sets.
Are you going to do that?
I am probably, going to go through and make as many loadouts as I can for some of my favorite skins.
I think I'll probably replace a lot, too. Like, I have a lot of anime ones, and I do like my anime skins. It's just the cell shaded is still broken and turns blue last time I used them. And until that gets fixed, which I don't know why it hasn't or anyone's addressed it, because that's not just me, right?
Cell shaded turns blue. What do you mean?
So like at nighttime or something, like just it looks really weird, and they just have like a blue tint over all of it.
No, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Well, I don't think it's just me, because it's happened on all my monitors for years, on different devices. Unless maybe it's my username. I think if you saw it, you know what I mean.
I passed the cursor.
You did. Screw you. All right, that's it. I'm done. Bye, chat. I've been cursed. I can't use anime skins because of JJ.
Yep, you gotta change your username.
I have so much marketing in it, too. I have a full website with Dr. Zombie in it.
Yep, time to rebrand. Let's go.
Anyway, UI. Let's get into it. We have 40 minutes. Let's talk about the map. And then we'll talk about game or next battle pass. Let's start with the battle pass, because I want to end with positive notes.
Yeah.
Battle pass is not one of those.
No, the battle pass is kind of a miss. I feel like you put it great earlier when we played. It's a great battle pass if you liked Season 2.
No, the whole season is great if you like Season 2. That's one of the biggest problems I think we both have with it, is it's not Chapter 2. It's not even it could have at least been Chapter 2 Season 1. It isn't just Chapter 2 Season 2.
Yeah, it's practically just like a remix of that specifically. And like, I get that the first two seasons were very similar. Like, yes, the first one was to introduce, and the second one kind of added theme and story. But they were different enough to at least add some elements of the other one. But no, they went like full on Season 2.
And then, even then, there's Season 3 with the Flooded, which we're not getting. We already know the weeks we're going to get, and we're going to be getting... Next week is Ice Spice. And, I have the block pulled up. Lol.
I think Ice Spice was...
Week 2,
third,
week 2 is Grotto, and then week 3 is Ice Spice. And then week 4 is the other guy, which we'll talk about in a second. Juice WRLD. Sheesh.
As if people don't know. I feel like that broke the internet.
I mean, kinda. I don't know. But yeah, so Battle Pass is just a miss. Compared to last year, especially, not the same.
Yes, no. Last year's was fantastic. Like, even as somebody who didn't play Chapter 1, last year's was so good. Not only mixing different skins together, but mixing the different seasons together also.
Yeah.
And this one, like, I love Meowskulls as this skin. He's stupid, but I love him. And Midas, great character. But the mix, I don't know. It kind of creeps me out. It kind of looks like he wants to lick my feet or something. I don't know.
And it's also like the idea that like last time we didn't see those skins. We don't see Lynx. We don't see Renegade Raider that much. Like, sure, they have some of them now, especially, and Vi we had OG, but we don't see them that much. We literally just had Midas in season. We had like 2 or 3 this year of Midas.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had a Meowskulls
one or two
Meowskulls
reskins?
Last season we had one for Marvel. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm just kind of done with them. And because there's, again, all of it is just bad based off that season. There's no fusion. We have 8 Ball, and I think that's it. Like, everything else is based after season 2. We had Tina, Meowskulls, Midas, Sky, and Gruff, I guess, technically, and Chaos. Director. And that's it. everything else. And then there's one ball, which I think is the biggest complaint I have about the Battle Pass, is the fact that we didn't get a customizable skin like Spectre Knight. And when I saw 8-ball, I was really excited. I thought that could have a lot of opportunity. Like, you could choose any pool ball. You can do, like, anything. Customize it, jacket, color. Like, I could have, like, a red striped 3. I don't know. It's not. It's just one.
That would have been, like, actually awesome. Like, having that amount of customization in such a basic skin, too, I could have seen that being, like, a huge competitive skin. Because it's not super flashy, and you can customize it to a lot of different colors, like, a couple different cosmetics. Like, that would have been a popular skin. But
and then
no,
the back bling, too.
The customizable quote part was just the Battle Pass skins for the weeklies.
So, yeah. And then bonus rewards... Again, it's even worse than last year. I don't know why. In order to get all your V-Bucks back, you will have to complete it, and then we do have Super Styles for 4 skins. We do have 1 extra skin, though. And if you do weeklies, you get Dynamo, TNT. How do you feel about this one?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I feel like I wouldn't use it if it weren't for the second style, to be completely honest with you. The first style, it's a cool skin. I can't see it. I don't know. I feel like it's not right to use it because of how they put it in the Battle Pass.
It's
I don't like
skin. It's just really weird.
They literally, like, it literally is just a case of they took 2 Battle Pass pages and made you do weeklies to get it. Like, that's literally what it is. And I feel like that's stupid. But I do like her second style. I'm a big fan of, like, the dot art kind of comic look. So,
however, there is one other cosmetic on here, and that is shoes.
The kicks, Seth, kicks.
Never going to put them on. I think this is just so greedy. And I will say, it's not the fact that I mind having more customizable options. I don't know if you saw, there's some underlights for cars, possibly.
Yeah.
That is fine. Me playing a shooter video game and buying Nikes, Adidas, am I gonna be able to buy Yeezys? Are they gonna sell Yeezys for 1,000 V-Bucks in the shop? Like, I swear to God if they do.
It's crazy. Like, this feels like microtransactions, like, being a problem again.
This is mobile. This is mobile microtransaction level.
Like, I understand that it's a free game and it's pay to get some cosmetics, right? Like, I understand that's how it works. But at the same time, if these shoes are any more than
200,
what, 500 V-Bucks?
I swear they're selling shoes.
I mean, if you're paying 500 for a song, I feel like
for a song,
yes, I feel like the songs are overpriced,
but you can use it as a lobby track, as an emote, and jam track for 500.
And these will be usable in any mode as a cosmetic. I mean, it's just another cosmetic, but I feel like the main problem with it is it's such a small cosmetic that there's going to be no, like, seemingly rightful way to distribute this and not have it feel like a scam. Like, if I'm paying 500 for shoes, that's too much. If I'm paying 100 for shoes, why even add it? Like, that's so cheap.
Anyway, let's talk about actual gameplay. We're already at half an hour, but, like,
oh my gosh, we are.
Okay, well, we got everything else. Now it's just the gameplay map. For 2 modes, actually.
Yes.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with Reload.
Reload. By the way, update tab's broken right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was gonna go look. Reload got an update. Did you also see the player counts? Did you see that?
I did.
Reload?
Yes. It's crazy.
Ranked Reload is at 120,000 right now. Normal Reload, which obviously is gonna have more than 0 build, it's at 60,000. Why is Ranked so popular right now without Siphon?
Yeah.
I think people are just excited because even Ranked Battle Royale was at 330,000. That's a lot.
Crazy high.
So that's cool. But yeah, so we got Ranked, and there's a lot of changes with the Ranked, actually. First of all, Solo.
Do you
want to say anything about Solo?
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah. I've actually won 2 games already in Ranked Solo. I'm really happy because I really do like Reload. It's just, again, that's one reason why I stay away from Apex and it's so hard to try it, is because I just want to try it solo, and you can't. There's no solo option. So that's what like my problem was with Reload. I'd play it with people, and I'd hate playing with Phils, because they're just so stupid 9 times out of 10. So now I can finally play normally in solo, and not feel like I'm outclassed because I'm playing a 1v4 2 or something.
Do you feel like they came up with like a good compromise that still feels like the mode? Like, does it still feel like Reload when you play solos, or does it feel like a different kind of game?
The problem is, with normal, you can literally, if you were bad, but your teammate was good, you had a chance to come back infinitely. Like, you could respawn like 10 times in a row. You only get 2 reloads. You only get 2 reboots. And I know I don't know if those are files or rumors that if you got a kill, you could recharge it so you can have a max of 2 reloads. But that's not how it's working. I don't know if it's because I'm playing ranked or it's just not in yet or a bug or something, but you only get to die twice. Now, there is one other cool mechanic that is, if you do die with them, you get overshield. So I didn't die. I had my 2 respawns left, so I got 100 overshield. It doesn't recharge, but it's 100 extra shield I get in those final zones. So that's cool.
That's nice.
So it's just the idea of, like, I generally don't die that much. Even with it, I'm generally not dying that much. So 2's fine. I just kind of wish there was more, but it's cool. It's great. But yeah, so I'm excited to play it. It obviously has ranked as well, so that's what I've been playing. But let's talk about the map.
Yep.
And the map philosophy.
Yeah, so they added a new map to Reload.
So actually, let me pull it up on the blog post. It's somewhere. Here we go. So yeah, we got Oasis, Desert Zone. New map, solo mode. New loot pool as well. Let's see. So we got the combat pistol, suppressed pistol, mammoth pistol. Pretty ordinary. All full auto too, the combat and suppressed. How do you feel about that change? Was that last OG that they did that?
I can't remember exactly if it was, but
it's safe once or twice,
I don't know.
But it just kind of feels
weird.
Useless. I don't know. I feel like this game doesn't have a lot of semi-automatic weapons. Like, even the burst is fully auto, which is weird. And technically, the attack is auto too. But shotguns. We have auto shotgun, striker pump, thunder pump, maven, and ranger. So we are officially gone with the normal pump and scar and reload, which is kind of nice because it's in normal BR right now. So, anything about any of those shotguns? Any that you're despise that it's back, or any that you're excited that's back?
Honestly, it's been so long since I've used a lot of them, I need to re-gauge how I feel, especially after the past few seasons and the atrocities of some of the weapons we've gotten. But I'm not going to say I hate some of them, but some of them I don't have the fondest memories with.
I guess I have a guess of which one you're talking about.
I wonder.
The Ranger shotgun.
Oh, you got me.
Nah, I haven't used the Ranger shotgun, but I'm excited. I think that can be pretty good in solo. I haven't played it because I'm just been really grinding, but I wouldn't mind trying the Ranger shotgun. Striker pump is the one you're talking about, by the way, people at home.
Yeah.
I like the striker pump. I'm still hitting hard. I'm still hitting hundreds with it, but I just think, like you said too, after using the hammer pump and other stuff, these just feel so much better. Anyway, SMGs, we have Stinger, Combat, Twin Mag, Normal, and then for assault rifles, we have Hammer Assault Rifle, Havoc Suppressed, Flapjack, and Ranger. It's quite a strange assault rifle.
Yeah, it's a selection, to be sure. That's the thing, I didn't even consider Flapjack an AR, to be completely honest with you.
I see more as an LMG, but because until we get more of them, like, we have enough marksman rifles to make that a class. We don't have enough LMGs. We have the LMG and Flapjack, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I think so.
So, yeah. How do you feel about the Ranger? How did you feel about the Ranger? Because that was when we had the MK. So,
yeah, I always liked it as, like, a base AR. I don't know. I need to play with it some more because I feel like recently, especially having all the bullet drop guns, it has not felt as clean to do AR combat, but I feel like that is one of the best weapons to get back into doing hit scan combat with. So I'm excited to keep trying and playing with it.
It's my go-to, and honestly, it feels better than a normal assault rifle. Like, the bloom was really good on it if you don't fully hold it down. Even if you do fully hold it down, I don't think it's nearly as bad, because it's slower. Sometimes the bloom isn't going to be that bad. Then finally, sniper rifle we suppressed, and we do have the lever action rifle as well, which I'm so happy I get to use again. And then rocket launcher. So, that's cool. And then let's quickly talk about the map.
So new map, it's desert themed in case Oasis didn't give that away.
It's great. I'm really enjoying it. I know you haven't played that much, but did you see the POIs?
Yeah, no, like visually it looks awesome.
Could you see
like it's
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it feels like Fortnite should feel, but also it has the graphics that the recent chapters had in a way. Like the grass and trees, super high definition. Like even the one picture of sunburn shafts that they have on the blog post, you can see like the grains of sand in the path there. It's like insanely high definition, but at the same time, when you're in a POI, it feels animated, it feels cartoony, just the way that things are set up and put. And so I feel like they found like a really good balance between having good graphics and having Fortnite's unique style.
And the POIs themselves, the main one a lot of people will see is Paradise Palms, because that's what it says. But I saw someone saying that's the only one. Actually, almost all of these POIs are Chapter 1 or so. Like we have Shifty Shafts, but they changed it because it's desert, so now it's Sunburnt Shafts. Lizard Lakes is just Lazy Lakes. Now some of the buildings might be slightly off to change it up a bit, but generally, like, they're all the same. Like, Schnobby seems very similar, and it's just great. Like, I like the feel, and like you said, though, it kind of irritates me because clearly they can still make new, but Fortnite-feeling POIs and visuals, which gives me excited for Chapter 6, but is also scared because why didn't we just get that for Chapter 5?
Yeah, it's worrisome. Honestly, the best case we can hope for is they see the reaction to this kind of thing and they try and implement that in the future. Because even if Chapter 6 releases and it ends up not looking like we hope it to look, there's hope for any POIs that they add after on this map. Like, they could always kind of give it a look revamp and then release it and just kind of retexture a couple things.
And then one final thing about Reload is we're actually getting map swapping. So on November 12th, every 30 minutes, they'll switch between the Oasis and the original Reload Venture map. It's kind of funny that it says Venture, because it does kind of remind me of Save the World. But yeah. So how do you feel about that too? Because again, that's like a big thing that Call of Duty and Apex does. And I think that's going to be great to have fully like biome maps.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I do worry because I think if they keep this up and they release some other biome maps, like I hope they do, I'm worried to see how crowded it will get. Like every 30 minutes, will it segue between a series of 5 maps, or are they going to make it just like 2 cycling maps and it's just different every season?
Does it, I'm
interested to see how they handle that.
It cycles between like 2 or 3, but there's like 5 or 6 maps. So it's like Rebirth is back, and it's cycling through with the other ones. That's from what I know. So I don't think we're going to have like 6 maps at once. And maybe what will happen is in season launch, we can get a new one, and 3 of them will go. We'll get the new one and 2 other ones. And it will just be a random assortment of a few of them. And I was thinking, well, I wasn't thinking, I forget who said it. We can get a desert, we can get a snow one. A snow, but also, what about a reality one?
That's what I was thinking. Like, that would be the ones that I'm most excited for, is the kind of special biomes we've gotten
outside of Chapter 1. I do want the Frozen one from Chapter 1, but we could, because Reload isn't specifically Chapter 1, right? Weapons clearly are not Chapter 1. And if we can get outside of Chapter 1 map, like, biomes, there could be some really cool ones. Like a jungle one.
Yeah, like reality is definitely the highest hope. Jungle is definitely cool. I think like a molten biome, like volcano,
like the jungle volcano,
would be cool.
Something like that. What about all of Chapter 2 Season 3? What if we get an entire flooded one?
That would be cool.
Okay.
It's just an entire divot of coral castle. That's the map. It's like a giant coral castle.
But no, it kind of irritates me, but it's also what Call of Duty's been doing. They've been putting a lot of focus in the small map and going away from a large map, and I kind of feels like that's what they're doing here, and I'm kind of worried that they're gonna like stop as much with the large main BR. Not that it'd be terrible, because I do think Reload's good. I just here you can do it. Like again, they can do good. We're seeing them do good things with Reload. Just do it in normal BR, please. Same thing, just in normal BR.
I feel like what we're seeing happen here is they're holding out hope for like creative, so that they can make maps in creative and make the game in creative. They want to wait until Unreal Engine Fortnite is fully implemented, and then they're going to kind of let loose their creativity, if you will. Because obviously, Reload, they had the privilege of creating that not within like Fortnite. They used Unreal Engine Fortnite to create that. So they had a little bit more creative liberty in using a lot of different aspects when making that. But with current BR, we have to wait until they actually start using UEFN to create Fortnite that we...
You
get what I'm saying. I'm running out of words, but yeah.
And I will say, I did kind of forget, Chapter 6 is supposed to be UEFN, right? But did you also see that the other day they said like 2 or 3 features are going to be delayed? Like physics and something else.
Physics and custom UI.
Yeah, I was really excited for the custom UI. Looks like some hotfix just happened. Great. Just some spawn rate, it looks like. Good. Actually, I don't know. Not important. Player count real quick. It is peaked at... Ooh. That's kind... I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't realize it was going to be this bad. Reload... So Remix has peaked at 4.6 million. Which is not bad. The event we just had was at almost 10 million, though. And OG peaked at 6.2 million. It's like, I knew it was going to be that bad, but I was expecting at least 5. Let's talk about that, right? We're done with the Reload. We have 15 minutes. Let's talk about Chapter 2, because Chapter 2 is back.
Yes, Chapter 2 is back. Probably in its worst form.
I don't know about that, because in defense, any form it would have had would have been swapped, because it didn't last. Am I wrong? In reality, this is the same map that we ended on. Like, there's a few POIs that change, but realistically, this is almost entirely the same.
I guess, yeah, because, like, I'm still going around and looking at all, my favorite spots, and I didn't even play this section of the chapter, so, yeah, there is quite a bit that is pretty much exactly the same. I will say, I miss the kind of themed center of the map that we had. Like, I get that the agency is technically a theme, but at the same time, like, I liked having a special biome in the middle, and I liked that each season gave a lot of POIs a theme, like Salty Springs and Frenzy Farm, and I guess Lazy Lake too. Like, all of those would often change with, the special theme, like Primal and Hunter, and...
I mean, the main thing I remember about Holly was Alien.
When was it purple? Was purple Alien?
Cubed was also kind of purple and Alien.
Cubed was more red.
Yeah, but I mean, we did have the entire center, which was purple from the cubes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But no, I guess, yeah, the map of Chapter 2 did remain the same a lot through. It was just what happened to the map that really made it
which is why I still
different.
See Chapter 1. And I will say, like, Chapter 5, again, visually, it was good. It had good changes. I just wish it was throughout. It didn't feel like Fortnite. But I do think the way and the evolution of it was better than Chapter 2. Because Chapter 2 really felt similar throughout. Not as bad.
If we can get, like, Chapter 2 style map updates on, like, a Chapter 3 quality map, that'd be
crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah. But, so Chapter 2 map, it's pretty much the same to Chapter 2 Season 2. We have the rig, no shark, because that's coming later. We do have the yacht, and no agency, it is the dog pound, and grotto will also be coming later. I'm trying to think of other things that might be different. We got Craggy Cliffs, we have Pleasant Park, Sweaty Sands.
Can I just say, I don't know if this is just a console thing or what, but when looking at the map when scrolling quests, it's a massive. Like, I don't know if it's blown up on purpose or not, but like, it makes the map feel so big. I don't know if it's actually because it is much bigger than the other ones, but like, even zoomed out all the way, I can't see the entire map on screen. It's chopped off by the side of the screen, which has not been the case for both Chapter 4 and 5.
I think it might just be a UI thing. I mean, it's probably because it is slightly larger, but I think the UI itself just doesn't help. But yeah, so there's nothing really special right now. It's just Chapter 2, Season 2. Let's talk about the dog pound. That is what the agency is. I don't like it. Because it doesn't feel like the agency. Do you know what I saw people comparing it to? Eclipse State or Citadel, because the bridge wasn't there. It was a completely isolated POI that you had to go through the water for. And now there's a big bridge that reminds me just like Eclipse or Citadel.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
Like some of the aesthetic of it.
It does, because it was supposed to be like a protective moat before, and now it's not.
Now you just ride your Cadillac onto it.
Yeah. I feel like it's an alright compromise for like wanting to have like a very themed like artist POI, but I feel like
it's all collabed with hip hop artists and rap artists. That's the big twist. That's the remix. So a lot of these POIs that we're going to talk about here right now are going to be collabs with artists. And that's how that's remixed. So this is Snoop Dogg. Yeah, you didn't play with the agency though, did you? Maybe a game or two?
I did not play with the agency itself, but I saw like the POI itself because I was watching Fortnite by that time. But yeah, it's. I guess
the building itself, though, I think is the same. That's what I'm seeing people say. I don't remember it that much. Layout-wise, it's just that bridge.
Rooms got makeovers, but floor plan's the same.
There's a key card, and Snoop Dogg does have a drum gun. Did you use the drum gun? I know I used it once or twice.
I did use the drum gun. It shreds.
Yeah, that's another thing that really ticks me off about last OG and this OG. However, I'm happy it was buffed, right? So it's not the normal drum gun. It's not the normal Midas drum gun. It does 25 damage. And it does have a faster fire rate. The reason that kind of ticks me off is the fact that it doesn't have the 2x headshot multiplier. But it still shreds, right? It's still really good. It's just like, you're going to increase the damage or increase the fire rate. Why don't you just increase the headshot multiplier and make it feel like Chapter 2 even more? Yeah. That's just me. That was my big thing, because the pump also does, I think, 185, 195, does it 200. But I am happy. It's good. It's good. Week 1. We got Meowskull's Piao Piao rifle. Did you see anyone use it? I did win a game with it, and then the last game...
I saw one game where it got used against me, and I died to it.
Okay. I haven't seen it that much. And then I like it. It's like an AK, just shoots a little faster. And then we have the Kaboom Bow, which is infinite boom bow. I've seen it once. I haven't used it. I think it was used against... I just heard it. I want to use it. I do enjoy that. But yeah.
Probably one of my favorite mythics in general that we've had, because I love the ones that are not just guns. They're like creative a little bit more with it. And so that one it definitely feels like a lot more fun to use.
Especially in a time like this, right? Like the boom bow isn't special, right? Because we had it in Chapter 1. It's the fact that there is no boom bows on the map. There is assault rifles on the map, so a mythic assault rifle doesn't feel as special. I will say one of my favorite memories with it was during what was it? The heist 1, Chapter 2, Last Resort, and you had the balloons, and I would just spray from above with the boom bow. That was fun. Then week 2, starting next week on November 7th, his name is Slim Shady at the Grotto, and you're gonna get the Mom's Spaghetti Restaurant with the Spaghetti Grotto and the RG minigun. Now, what is the RG minigun, JJ? It's a lyrical minigun with rapid fire flow. What does that mean?
The Rap God minigun. It literally sings the lyrics to Rap God as you are firing the minigun.
It's kind of cool. Like, this is probably the only one I truly care about. That I really like. I think that's really cool. I will say the
It's like the Mythic itself isn't like special. Like it
It's
doesn't have any special traits
right? That's
to
it.
it.
Was at the grotto. It's Bruce's minigun.
Yeah. It's just the fact that they made it like feel so fun to use because it's unique.
I will say, I don't know if you saw, Snoop's drum gun also plays audio when you pick it up, and it has a smoke effect because he likes to smoke a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit. And then he has, I think he's now tied with Marshmallow for having the most icon skins because he's getting a new one, which will shoot out the 4.
Yeah. Dang, he has a lot. Dang.
Like you forgot because you had the suit one, you had the Fortnite one, and then you had like the Rat Boy one,
like the Robin.
Yeah. And now this one.
And then there's this one. So I guess he is tied for Marshmallow because there's Marshmallow, the female Marshmallow, the Shinobi Marshmallow, and the Raven Marshmallow.
So that's week 2. Week 3, Ice Spice headlines Shark Island. It's now dubbed Ice Isle. Worst map update. I was really excited to land here.
She's ruining the shark.
I was excited to land here because I like the shark, I like Sky, and now, no. I will say, though, she does get Ice Spice Rifle. Makes sense. It's the mythic that was there. And Ice Spice's Grappler. Did you see the picture that I sent you? The Grappler is going to suck. The old Grappler, Sky's Grappler, was a normal Grappler of infinite uses, right? And if anything, imagine how good that would be now that we don't take fall damage with it. But they ruined it. What does it do? What does Ice Spice's Ice Grappler do?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. It gives you icy feet. It's the frozen grappler. It's the exotic. I'm hoping you still get infinite uses, but I just wanted a normal grappler. Like, that doesn't... Now, say that we didn't have the frozen grappler. I think that would be cool. I think if the assault rifle freezes you or something, that could be cool. It's just a normal gun. It's just normal. Anyway, yeah. So she's there. That's week 3. Then week 4, Legends Are Forever. It's not a lucid dream. Draw your eyes to the setting sun at the World Point landmark around at week 4. And it is a Juice WRLD collab for week 4. Okay? Just a landmark. It's not a full POI. However, I don't know if it's in-game right now or if that's coming later. There's some stuff in the Sky box that's references to him, like 999, which I guess isn't... I don't know Juice WRLD at all, so I don't know.
He also has a chair in the agency room.
Yeah, what's that? I know it.
An unbreakable chair.
Oh, is it? That's cool.
Yeah, it's unbreakable, unless you break the floor under it, which I think Fortnite said they were going to fix.
That's funny. It's definitely not anything. Before we talk about the end, let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about the vehicles. We have motorboats and choppas. Anything you want to say about those?
Nope. We don't have choppas anymore.
In Rant. Or are they completely gone?
They completely vaulted choppas today.
Oh, is that what that was? Is that what that? Okay.
Probably.
It's probably because it was in
choppas
ranked
are gone.
or competitive. I will say,
could be, yeah.
With the cars, I just played a match with my friend, and we had 7 cars driving around with each other. It's just wrecked again. It was a build match too. It was a build match with 7 cars chasing each other. And do you know what car was chasing me?
Yeah.
The one with Snoop Dogg in it. They had the Snoop Dogg at PC, and I was hitting Snoop Dogg in like 3 cars. It's great.
Lovely.
But we had another new car, which again, like this is cool. I do like this. It's Cadillac. Have you used it?
I have used it. There's not anything special about it, right? It's just
what? You can jump with it.
It has the hydraulics. Yeah, but you can jump with any of the whiplashes as well. They automatically come with hydraulics.
But the only reason why they have whiplashes on it is because people paid for stuff. If we didn't have that cosmetic, I can guarantee the whiplash would not be on, or not do that.
Probably, yeah.
Because we got all the other cars back and they didn't get changed, so they don't change or wrap or anything. The motorboat does take your wrap.
It's mostly the hydraulics that's the new part,
and
not necessarily the car body, because you can purchase the car body. It's just the hydraulics are new. I guess it's a car mod technically because it says it in the when you look at the car.
But no,
pops up.
I think it's really fun to use the hydraulics. seen some people
jumping around
crazy
in your car.
with it.
Have you tried like flying with it?
I've tried, like, I saw, I think, Cypher, and he, like, the way the guy was able to use the hydraulics, like, he was doing some crazy movement, like, doing some drifting and stuff, and, like, able to fly across the map, just keep bouncing. It's crazy.
No, it was crazy. Even just, like, hitting a ramp and then, like, jumping off the top and then boosting, you go, like, I think it was, like, 110 miles per hour.
But what's really funny is when you keep jumping and the legs are just, like, 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. That's it, right? And then the weapons. So
probably
chapter 2 weapons. Talk about the cool ones. There is one other cool one, and that's the Boogie Bomb. The Boogie Bomb got changed. It now does a little tiny emote from Snoop Dogg and plays a Snoop Dogg song.
Did you see if you porta potty while boogie bombed, you're doing the dance for the rest of the match?
Oh yeah, porta potties are back though, and the teleports and everything. I'm so happy those are back, and they're able to bring those. Nothing crazy about the weapons. However, there is one big thing, JJ, and what is that? What is that makes the game feel so much better? They're all hit scan. That goes for reload as well. So like all the weapons are hit scan. The reason I say reload is I don't know if you remember, we had the Stark infantry rifle in reload last season, and it was not hit scan, so it was like the worst gun in the entire game. I don't know why it was in the entire time. But all these are hit scan, they feel great. Yeah. I will say it again though, I said it before, I'm just kind of annoyed that they didn't change them. The heavy sniper does vehicle damage, but not build damage, so you can't break builds with it, which is like the whole point. Do you see you can grapple the rockets though? Still? My first game on, I was like carrying him, like, guys, I'm carrying this strictly for mobility, the RPG. And then the grappler. The grappler is a really confusing item. I don't know if you know this. How many charges does it have?
20 right now.
Okay, because that's how much it had last year, right? It did. It had 20 in last reload. Yeah, it did.
Oh, sure.
But the problem was, it's in reload as well, but the reload one only has 10 uses. Why?
Yeah.
I feel like
it's very odd. I feel like last time I used it, I don't know where it was, but it had 10 uses as well.
Yeah, that's why, like, I'm confused, because, like, and you don't take fall damage still, which is good, so it's definitely a good mobility item. It's just really weird that, like, because the other problem is if you kill someone, it recharges. So if I kill someone with a grappler, I get a 20 use grappler, which is really good. And the other problem is it's just gonna nerf Ice Spice's one, because the big thing was that's infinite. 20 uses is practically infinite. That is a lot. And then if you kill someone, you get a new one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. I'm just looking through. Is there any other items that you point out? Or that you're excited to see? Because I don't think we've seen some of them. Like, we were saying that SMG wasn't super good, but we're supposed to get the suppressed and rapid fire SMG.
Yes, once those are back, I'm going to be pleased.
I don't think the normal SMG is that bad, but I'm excited to use the rapid fire.
Yeah, it's like you said. I feel like you said this like a year ago when we started getting a lot of SMGs. Like, we've been spoiled with how accurate a lot of SMGs are. Like, this one is not bad. It's not atrociously inaccurate, but compared to the SMGs we have had that are unrealistically accurate, it
we
feels
said that
hard
last
to
year,
use.
right? And that's when we had the Stinger. Do you know what made this year even worse? Is the Thunderburst with perfect hipfire accuracy, which was a literal laser. So yeah, it's not the fact that it's that bad, and especially you can use it well, but when you, for literally 3 seasons in a row, you had straight aimbot, like straight laser, like in a bullet drop game, practical hit scan through the sky. It's not as good. But no, I'm excited to play. I'm probably gonna play Reload more. Just something about this just feels off. I don't know about you.
I think for me, it feels like they gave us the Chapter 2 map without changing enough of the Chapter 5 gameplay. Like, it still feels like we have a lot of Chapter 5 gameplay elements, and that's the part that makes it not feel as
stuff, so we had
nostalgic.
sliding and sprinting and stuff. I know that was a big thing about last year. And with the player count, I want to say it's not just me. It's obvious. I don't know if you saw the likes on the tweet for the announcement and just how little this chapter got. which is really unfortunate. Like, I do think it could have been better. I don't know. I don't know. It just feels off. I'll play, I'll complete it, but the other problem is just burnout right after Chapter 5, and also Call of Duty's out. I think if Call of Duty wasn't out and Chapter 5 wasn't just fundamentally, like, flawed, I think I would have more fun and be more excited. It's just, like, I'm just kind of done. But let's quickly end on the end of the season, is because we had Fortnite Remix, the prelude. We're currently in Fortnite Remix, and then we're going to have Fortnite Remix, the final. The
finale,
same thing, end of the season / chapter.
Same word, pronounced differently for some reason.
It's November 30th, 2 p.m. Eastern. By the way, another problem I had with the event, why was it at 6:30? That was really weird. I guess now we finally understand.
Because they needed it to be at nighttime in Times Square.
I mean, they should have shut off the servers afterwards, though, just saying that. And the big thing about it is you do get a free Juice WRLD outfit, which we actually did say in our Discord. So you should join that. But it's self-shaded, right? Yeah, it says self-shaded. So this is kind of excited, but I'm also nervous. Because if we're supposed to get something about Juice WRLD, are we getting the device event? Or is it just going to be like the last event and we're going to get the device into other stuff?
I'm guessing it's going to be a concert. I don't think it's going to be anything related to the device.
So then we're just going to leave Chapter 5.
Chapter 2 at all.
Nothing. Again, I think I'm excited, though, because I've seen a lot of people saying that there's a chance we can come back to it. Chapter 4 I think Chapter 4 is gone. I don't think Chapter 4 is coming back. But Chapter 5, I think, has something to do with it, story-wise, that I could see POIs coming back. Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Story's really weird, guys.
We'll see.
Overall, right, because again, last year I played Chapter 1. You didn't, but you did play Chapter 2. So how are we feeling that you're able to experience one season that you missed?
I'm feeling like I'm not upset about missing this one.
It was good for the time. And then how do you feel about Reload versus VR? Like, how do you think you're going to be playing more Reload, maybe?
Reload is what I wish the other modes got, that kind of love. Like, I wish the music mode and racing got the same kind of love that Reload's getting now, because if it did, they would truly have, like, a really special, like, connected game universe here.
And as you said last week, take some of those from Call of Duty. Actually does multiple game modes, right? If you want to go listen to that, go listen to our Call of Duty episode. And again, like I said, we did announce the Juice WRLD skin, and we're going to announce more stuff that might come out. I'll announce any big news. We'll announce information. Because, I don't know, we might do an episode. We have other stuff we want to do, though. Maybe probably do it on Chapter 6, realistically. It's nothing surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to hear that and make sure you know when we upload that, what should we do?
They should join the Discord and follow our social media.
That was the thing. And hit the bell. Notified when we upload the video. That's what I say live. I keep saying that. We don't go live. I go live. You don't go live. We don't go live. This is not a live. This is not before a live studio audience.
Yeah, this is not a live. This is NerdRant, not a live.
We're dead. Goodbye.
Bye.